Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need. So, if you look at your recent invoices, you probably think your core product is like landscaping or maybe HVAC repair.
Yeah, that's what most people assume.
Right. But a recent LaborSync blog article argues that if you actually want to survive this unpredictable economy, you have to realize you're really selling just one thing: certainty.
And that distinction, it really changes everything about how you bid and operate because, when interest rates are high and supply chains are just a complete mess, your clients are terrified.
Oh, absolutely terrified of losing money.
Exactly. So they aren't necessarily looking for the lowest bidder anymore. They are looking for the safest bet. They need concrete proof that you'll actually deliver.
Which kind of makes the old firm handshake completely obsolete. I mean, a handshake was great for a 1950s Western, but today,
Yeah, today nobody really buys it.
no, nobody believes a handshake unless it comes with a GPS timestamp.
Right, and the LaborSync blog article actually highlights this perfectly. Walking into a billing meeting with, coffee-stained paper timesheets, it dumps all this perceived risk right into your client's lap.
You're basically asking them to take a huge leap of faith.
Exactly, and real-time data removes that friction of blind trust. When you replace guessing with radical transparency, you just immediately neutralize their financial anxiety.
Okay, but I do have to push back a little here. I totally get the transparency with clients, but imposing, down-to-the-minute GPS tracking on your own crew, that feels like a massive culture risk to me.
You think it scares people off?
Well, yeah. Nobody wants to be watched that closely. It just screams micromanagement, doesn't it?
See, hovering over someone's shoulder, that is micromanagement. But giving them a tool that guarantees they get paid for every exact minute they work, that's clarity.
So you're saying it's the exact opposite.
Right. The resistance usually comes from the owner, actually, not the crew. Employees generally prefer accurate tracking because it kills that toxic he said, she said drama over overtime or, when a shift actually started.
That makes a lot of sense. And most business owners already know the gut feeling timekeeping leaks money anyway.
Oh, they definitely know.
Right? Like, we all know the math from the blog article. Just 15 minutes of rounding errors a day across a 10-person crew. That adds up to the cost of a brand new truck over a single year. A truck that you don't even get to drive.
It's staggering, but that is the exact psychological block. Owners, they just eat the lost profit to keep the peace.
Wow. Yeah.
But by failing to measure time accurately, you are subtly communicating to your team that their time isn't actually that valuable.
So, okay, if we accept that transparency builds culture internally and, neutralizes risk externally, it can't just be about handing a client a GPS log at the end of the month.
No, not at all. Designing trust has to be baked right into how you communicate daily.
So how do we operationalize that? What's the very first step?
Well, the blog article details exactly how to do this to change the client's perception. First, you have to change your language to project precision.
Give me an example.
So instead of saying, we're almost done, you say, we're at 82% completion based on man hours logged.
Oh, I like that. That precision shifts the client's brain from anxious doubt to, logical comfort.
Exactly, because it proves you're actively measuring the work, not just guessing.
Right.
Next, you actively offer the verification. You let them see the GPS breadcrumbs before they even think to ask.
Just simple, clear reporting to prove you have absolutely nothing to hide.
Yep. And crucially, when things do go wrong, say a crew is late, you admit fault immediately using that exact same data. You flag it, and you show how you're correcting it.
Because covering up a late start with vague excuses just activates the risk radar, right?
Precisely. Owning a mistake with hard data builds vastly more credibility than pretending you're perfect. It proves your underlying system is completely honest.
It makes you bulletproof.
It really does. And to wrap up, I want you to consider where all this is heading. Right now, this real-time data proves to clients that you're reliable.
Right, it's about today.
But in a few years, AI will likely be able to scan these exact timesheet histories to predict job delays or budget overruns before a project even breaks ground.
Wait, really? Before it even starts?
Yeah, before day one. So the data you start collecting today isn't just about getting paid tomorrow. It's building the algorithmic foundation of your future business. You can't control the Federal Reserve, but you can control the integrity of your data.
That is such a powerful thought to leave on. Look at your own operations. Are your current tracking systems secretly signaling that you have something to hide, or are they proving you are a reliable partner? This episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.